Showering is supposed to be such an easy task. Then why is it so hard for some people to do? And it's not just kids. I remember a time when my children were really young, and the thought of getting a shower at the end of the day or the beginning of the day felt absolutely insurmountable. I had to come up with ways to make it easier for me to get into the shower each day. And in turn, those things that I implemented made it a lot easier for my kids to get showers as well. And I find that they're a lot more eager to get into the shower using some of the systems that I've implemented over the years. When my kids were very young, probably toddler age, I found it very difficult to get a shower each day. I would rather read a book, watch TV, scroll on my phone, and the thought of putting those things away and getting a shower just felt so much harder. The very first thing that I discovered that helped me to get into the shower each day was to buy a portable stereo, a waterproof portable stereo that I could stick onto the glass in the shower. And therefore, it opened up a lot of opportunity for me to either listen to music or a podcast. I could even listen to YouTube videos while I was in the shower as well. And so I found that the time while I was showering just went by so much faster, and it was just much more enjoyable, to be honest. And so that helped me a great deal to get into the shower each day. The next thing that I find helps myself and my kids a lot is the ability to dim the lights in the bathroom. There is nothing like having spa music going in the background and dimming the lights, and it just feels so luxurious. It is relaxing. You just feel like you're at the spa, and that is definitely one of my favorite tips. Now, in saying that, not everybody has lights that dim in the bathroom, and if you don't, you can always add a lamp. Make sure that it is something that is safe to use. Keep it away from water, all of that sort of thing. You know, some people will even use like plugins that can go into an electrical socket in the bathroom, kind of like a night light. So you could always do that as well. And just dimming the lights just gives a whole different feel to the bathroom, especially for children that have a lot of sensory sensitivities. It can, bright lights can be very jarring. And so just by softening the light, it can just change the whole mood. Another great tip that I really liked in the very beginning was to buy a shower cap. I loved being able to hop in the shower and not worry about my hair getting wet. It meant that I didn't have to dry it when I got out of the shower, and I could just really take a very quick shower. And that was a huge game changer for me, for sure. So that is something, again, that's pretty inexpensive and is something that I feel like comes in very handy a lot of the time, because I don't necessarily want to wash my hair every time I get in the shower. And so this just helps me do that. Something that we like to implement in the winter is to turn the space heater on in the bathroom. We have one that's actually attached to our wall, and so we can just turn that on to make the room a lot warmer. So it's a lot easier coming out of the shower or coming out of the bath and toweling off and getting into your pajamas when the room is really warm as well. And so that is a great tip. Now, not everybody has a heater attached to the wall of their bathroom, but you can use a portable space heater as well. Again, just make sure that you're using safety, especially in the bathroom. You don't want to put it anywhere near water or anything like that. But for kids that really have a hard time and you're really trying to just get them into the routine of doing it, it may be something that makes it a lot easier for them to transition. And along the same lines as that is heating up towels in the dryer while they're in the shower or in the bath, and then having the towels nice and warm for them when they get out. You know, these are things that you may not have to do every single time your child gets a shower or a bath, but if they're having a really hard time doing these things, it can just make it kind of a lot easier to get them to do it, because they're going to look forward to those things. And so over time, you may not have to do it every single time, but it's just getting them into the habit of doing it and having them want to actually get in the shower and get in the bath. One thing that I find helps my kids as well is to have shampoo and conditioner in pump bottles, as well as like shower gel, things of that nature. It's a lot easier for kids, especially those kids that are neurodivergent, to just be able to pump their shampoo out instead of having to use a regular squeeze bottle. And so that's just a tiny little tip, but I do find that it actually does help a lot. Another thing that I absolutely love is this detachable shower head that I found. It is easy to change different water pressure with just a click of a button. The kids can do it very easily as well. So you can make it very soft, or you can make it more concentrated, and the kids just love it. I will also say that the filter beads in it are amazing. So we live in a home that has a well, and so I love having the filtered beads because it does make a huge difference with the water that comes out. Our skin is softer, not as itchy. Hair shampoos up much more easily than it did before, and so I really, really like that. One of my favorite things that goes along with that shower head is a clamp that I found online. And what that means is it's a clamp that has a suction cup to it that you can actually attach to the side of the wall of the shower. And so instead of your shower head being way up here with it coming down, and we all know that a lot of kids do not like having water in their face, especially when they're neurodivergent. It's a sensory overload thing. You know, water's getting in their eyes and in their nose, and it's scary, and they feel like they can't breathe. And so by being able to take the shower head that's way up here and move it so it's much lower, you're able to have the water coming out not on top of their head, but on their body. And they just feel a lot safer in that environment. And then when they're ready to wash their hair, they can just take it off of the wall of the shower, rinse their hair with it in shampoo and so on. And I just think a lot of kids will really like this option. Especially if they're complaining about water getting in their eyes and on their face a lot. I hope that you found those tips really helpful. And if you want to check out another video that I did, it was a few years ago, and it was about an easy clothing system for kids, especially those who are autistic or have ADHD. I will link that video below. Please check it out. I think you'll really enjoy that one as well. Thanks again for watching, and if you want to see more videos like this in the future, be sure to subscribe to my channel and like the video. Thanks so much. Bye.